Where? Hold on. Security door on second floor. How did we not find that? Okay, so we have books. Yes, good. We'll talk to you guys in a moment. It's fine. Let's go through here. Oh, damn it. My brain wanted to say something. Okay, let's talk to the brain. Right, brain. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Why? That was not worth coming back in for. Oh, good God. Okay, so we have the barbell. Nope. Looks like the remains of the 24H window repair shop. Okay. Does that mean I can come down here and get information about this being the gym? Unfortunately, no. My brain only wants to do so much. Okay. In which case, this is going to be...
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo.
Ah.
It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Okay. Which did they start with and which do they pivot to? What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they failed. How sad. No, which do they start with?
That's a good question.
Yes, this is a sad thought.
Reality is ruthless.
Thankfully, that didn't hurt my morale. Also, something just screamed, and that's a weird sound to have. Right, what's this? Is this Emma's Atelier? Oh, I can get through here. Okay, so we have a second floor. Security shutters should be up here, then. Probably over here. Which is more profitable, skis or rotor blades? I mean, fair. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. So someone definitely lives here. Also, there's some cans over here I can raid. La Delta 51. It's a postcard. Excellent. So... Oh! Hello, person. Tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. We have found our nerd. Beautiful. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Oh yes, we have found our nerd. I'm happy. It's one of my own. The forbidden candy, right? Okay, I'm guessing that the cube belongs to you. Talk to me.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair. It's a good description. I like that.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on the headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
All of them?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Probably a good idea. Other brain.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Excellent. I can move on from the dice. I don't want to do that. What do you mean by milieu?
Yes, a milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Okay.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages.
Nice.
But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Is that what we tuned into? I guess that's possible. You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
I would like to talk to you about dice, but I can't, unfortunately. Right. Move on from the dice, unfortunately.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Yes. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. You know what? No, let's play along. I want dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual.
10.
Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
Excellent. Artisan dice, right? She makes dice for games, right? I like this person already.
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How'd you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Solid.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Yeah. Do you like role-playing games yourself, and could you possibly give me the password for the cube in the other room?
Not especially. I like
Damn.
working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Borenson, how you doing? This lady is one of my favorites in the game. Just encountered her. Having a blast with her so far. Brain, tell me more.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Also true. Brain?
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay. What do you know about the guy who was lynched? We'll order die later, but for now, what do you know about the guy who was lynched?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Things went about as well as they could, to be honest. Unfortunately, not a lot of people that were friends with her showed up, but I mean, what are you gonna do? A few, but it was mostly kind of a family thing, so I don't know. People are gonna people, I guess. But yeah, otherwise it went okay. I didn't really feel right afterwards, so I haven't been on this week, but otherwise I'm doing okay. So, she didn't know the guy that was hung. Brain.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Right. Inland Empire is so obsessed. Seriously, you've got a great view of the courtyard. You didn't hear or see anything Sunday night? Okay, let's push a little.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Okay. So... Right, daily ruckus. That's gonna be Kuno, I'm betting.
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Right. Brain?
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
Thank you, drama.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
I mean, fair.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Okay. Never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
She's got a point.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
Thank you, visual calculus.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up. to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Okay. Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I mean, that's entirely fair. Okay, thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where exactly are we?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace.
Nice.
It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks to make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there. Not to mention all over my face, because I decided to put on coal dust. Right.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Legit, Brain?
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Pardon me, miss, but are you cursed? I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area? Yeah, okay, we'll go for that.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls in from the furnace shaft above. How do you explain what happened to all the other companies? I mean, they're not great companies, but yeah, let's ask.
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
True. Right, Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced this place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Plaisance is a wise woman. She has Semenes trinkets protecting her against the curse. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There's hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. This is true. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hadn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. Yeah, let's go with the honest answer.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on. The whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? Still part of a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. Nice. Classic police investigating a failing bookstore. It's what I do, apparently, for hours during the day. The whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. It's true. Don't ask me how I know. Screw it, we're going for that.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
I like her. It's a good observation. It is! Brain.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. We're not going to say that, because that's mean. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you, have no doubt about it. Just takes care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in the so-called curse. I mean, yeah. Competent and dedicated to your craft. Now that's very capitalist. Yeah, there's inconsistencies in the curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Hi, Kronos. What's the matter? Did I wake you up? And my truck will wake you up? I'm sorry. Right, Brain.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Oh, God. I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. Oh, God. I like that this lets you play as a psychic detective. It's hilarious. I'm starting to see that there's no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure the world is a puzzling place. I mean, we could go full-blown psychopath, but that would be hilarious. Kitty stream time? No. He's currently sitting directly behind me. Option 1 gives big cartoon character energy. That's true. But I don't want to be rude to her because she's so nice. And she makes dice. Like, I can't be rude to somebody who makes dice. Let's say we're not sure. The world is a puzzling place.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises in sight.
Don't be boring.
Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
She turns back to her work.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Okay. I could ask Shivers to tell me what's going on. But first, do you know what happened to the other tenants?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Yes, Brain?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Let's ask her about the intercom. First, it's not working. Second, it connected me to some terrifying lady.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
She rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusty skin.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
Who did you connect me to, then?
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
Okay, solid. Whirling in Regs, saw the name East Delta Pinball. Strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream. That's what I want. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
Creepy. She looks like she doesn't really believe you.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
Yeah, she said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
I mean, no, to be fair, but still.
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
It was, actually.
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or...
No, it was something else. Something eerie. Narrow your eyes.
Pranks can be eerie.
Silverlane, thank you very much for the resub. Fuck yeah, 9 months. Hell yeah, all the spooks, right? Also, I love the Red Skull. The Red Skull just makes me happy. She looks as if she's still convinced it's nothing to be worried about.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
Silverlane, how are you tonight? So she can't give me any information on the Tricentennial, which is a shame because I'm really curious about that now. Right, the doorbell with the empty name card's yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Fair. I was wondering about the Whirling in Rags. It's part of the same building complex.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
True, that's fair. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing you as well. It's been far too long. Although, everything going on, you know, what are you going to do? What was she saying after that? Right, Brain.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Okay. Thank you, Inland Empire. Saw a name East Delta Pinball.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however.
Okay.
My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball.
Aw, I like pinball, damn it. I still want to know about Slipstream and the Tricentennial Company. Hold on, can you tell me anything more about that?
Slipstream SEA?
It wasn't Pleasance.
Oh, right. But did this person say anything?
She said she was from Tricentennial.
Tricentennial, it used to be a major electric company.
Okay, 100 years ago.
No, it was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional...
No, definitely something else.
Oh, the kids these days.
Alright.
We were just
I have questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
Let's see. There's a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Okay, what you got?
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Of course.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Sounds like she really doesn't know how to be a female ally.
Aw. I know a girl just like that. She works in the Frit as a cashier. She's not particularly friendly. Well, should learn how to support other women, not bring them down. This is true. What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. This is also true. What an award-winning idea. Yeah, 20 cents per hour is garbage.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand.
Of course.
And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Okay.
Eventually, Ravishell ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Of course. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. Yeah, I'm sure the bear was doing its best. Oh, right, I've killed the bear. I unplugged it.
You did what?
She rolls her swivel chair an inch closer to you, unsure whether she heard you right. I had to kill the bear to become the bear. God. Who writes this shit? I murdered it. With my own bare hands, I laid it to rest. It's my trophy now. I unplugged the fridge to help Rivishal Ice City cut their losses. Sure.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money.
I mean, if the ice cream parlor near me had a taxidermy bear, I'd hang out there all the time. The writing is amazing. You're absolutely right, Divine.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion.
Of course, his vision beast.
Sounds cool.
Thank you, conceptualization. What's a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Oh, like a spirit animal. Okay.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
And here comes electrochemistry.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I would have actually paid money to have been able to write electrochemistry's lines. They're so fucking good. Right, continue.
The horrific necktie tightens around
Oh,
your
God
neck,
damn it.
strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Hey, Metao, how you doing? This is an amazing game. Also, my necktie is strangely excited, but not fun. Not now, you beast. Right. Don't want to scare the pretty lady. Well, possibly pretty. Don't want to scare the nice lady. Because, yeah. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. Awesome. As an Anishinaabe, am I pronouncing that right, Bathrobe? Descendant, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Fair. It's my desktop background, almost considered buying the horrific necktie in real life. It's available in real life? That's amazing! And I kinda want it. I don't do drugs currently. I mean, we can't lie to the nice lady. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. Pronounced it? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I could talk to my necktie. Do I need a permit to post links? No, go for it. I've muted most of the terms that the annoying ones use, so that is solved. And everybody else has been actually quite nice about it, so. Oh, very cool. I kind of want that. Right. Do I have a vision beast? I don't know if I have a vision beast. Okay, currently I don't do drugs. This is true.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
But they help.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad, finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly. There's also a website that sells limited runs of Kim's jacket, but it's like 300 euros. Good God! Although I do kind of want that as well. It does look terrible.
Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Thank you, Shivers.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
What? Insect rights activists. Go on.
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials.
Ah.
Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Of course. For 300 euros, I'd expect it to not be 100% polyester. It's horrific camo interbred with tie-dye. Oof. Vague hints of paisley. Wow. Camo paisley tie-dye with stars. Oh, good God. Although, yeah, it does look pretty terrible. Right.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Of course.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I see. Glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. I mean, insects don't have brains or feelings. Actually, they do. Making clothing out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. I mean, that's true as well. Yeah, but I like insects.
Really? Anyway,
She's so disinterested. Jacket's mostly cotton? Okay, that's fair. How you been, Matt? She looks at the windowsill where a dead fly is lying on its back, legs curled up like a bow tie.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
Okay. Thank you, empathy. I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
She liked them.
Aww.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Weirdo.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
I kind of like the way they put that. The mind is the drawing board of history. That's nice. Not too bad. Been out all day. Saw the notification say you were playing Disco Elysium. Knew I had to come see it for a bit. Fair enough. I am having a blast with this game. Seriously. First time playing it, and I'm having such a good time.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seem to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Okay. What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break. I had a grown man cry on my balcony after a D&D game because he was paranoid that everyone was against him. I've had players like that, Borenson, that's fair. The interweaving of military chic with hippie designs, definitely some MK Ultra Jedi Warrior goat staring vibes. Nice.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Excellent. Brain.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen of the project, it did look quite impressive. Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Haven't played it since the Final Cut update, so I didn't have as many of these great voices. Yeah, the voices are excellent. They were really well done. I'm told one or two of them changed because they couldn't get the same voice actors back. So I'll have to check and see what the original voices sounded like, but I'm told that a lot of them are really good as well, so.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
I mean, showing up is important, that's fair. Brain?
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Thank you, electrochemistry. Right. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. Yeah, that's fair.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk. Kuno was a lot more ferocious, and Gartz was a lot more snobby. Oh, okay. The new ones are still good. Yeah, Kuno is... I'm not sure how to place that accent, to be honest. Yeah. Right, Brain?
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Yeah, very Chav, yeah.
Anything else?
I kind of want that particular die. It sounds nice. What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
Well, doing window work at night sucks.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
Wow.
What's the snuff milieu?
Encyclopedia doesn't know what it is.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway, and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Okay, let's get educated here. What exactly is a snuff milieu? Although I'm pretty sure I know what that is.
It's a sub-rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims.
Yeah.
Some people pay good money to get off on it.
That's what I thought it was. Thank you.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
I mean, that's fair, but
What does she mean to get off on it?
not now, electrochemistry. Well, okay, were they arrested?
I believe the ICP got them. They have a special division that deals exclusively with sub-roses.
Okay.
It's the Copperpedia reporting in. ICP stands for International Collaboration Police.
We knew that one already, but thank you, Encyclopedia.
In any case, I don't think it's your job to worry about what happens on milieux. I probably shouldn't have even mentioned it. Things like that are better forgotten.
I mean, fair, although that does actually happen. Just Google a comparison that made Kuno's voice way less grating. Wait, that's less grating? Good God, what was the original like? Oh, man. Wow, okay. So you really wanted to strangle that kid the first time you played, then. OG Kuno was the ruiner of headphones. Oh, wow. Okay, what happened to the hair salon?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Pansies.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Fair. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded. Yeah.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
She tucks a strand of hair under a headscarf. Yeah. It was so good. It wasn't like someone was talking to you through a radio, but it worked with the character. Interesting. I'll have to look up a clip and see what that sounded like, because now I'm curious. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club, so that people can hit him in the face. But anyway, who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Right, let's say that we want to hit Kuno.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
You don't know... She doesn't know who Kuno is. That's amazing. Androgynous Orlando, strong reference to a movie, Orlando, starring Tilda Swinton. Might be, yeah. Didn't even realize the difference. Couple of minutes of dealing with that scouse jerk's original voice, and I was done with him. I had to talk to him about so many things. People were annoyed with me. Do feel bad about that. Let's see. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh, yes. You mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Fair. How did the community project work out? Or judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work out. Yeah, let's just ask.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
Nice.
At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
And electrochemistry right on cue.
You should have known it.
Now we're gonna check the punching bag.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
I mean, logic's got a point, but we're still gonna check.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Okay. Did someone here make stuffed animals?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
And again.
But what drugs exactly?
Thank you. I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
That doesn't sound fun.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Thank you, electrochemistry.
You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man, hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The entire scene looks tragic.
It does, actually. Right, what's with the rotor blades and the skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Nice. Thank you, Bathrobe. Apparently Kuno's accent is supposed to be Brummy. Oh, okay, fair enough. What did the transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
She laughs and turns around in her chair.
But Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around in the house.
Okay, Brain.
They were just props. Why return them?
Yeah, fair enough. Apparently I have more questions about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to know? Sure,
Right, building.
I'm listening.
Other questions?
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Okay. I can ask her about the building or why her business hasn't failed. But let's talk about dice.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the We're All Untethered setting?
Ah, yes. Fortress Accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The We're All Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
Conceptualization is a bully.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Okay. What's a standard role-playing die? I'm guessing D6, etc., etc.
It's an icosy tetrahedron.
Ah, 24.
24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll.
Interesting.
Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Okay, Brain.
Loving it. So nifty.
Kind of approve as well. Why do you need to cast it in resin?
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna take the die.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
She takes a small notebook from her table, writes something down. We'll see if I can increase my shivers somehow. Hold on. Shivers is currently at, if I can find it, it's at 4. I'm getting a +1 from items. Anything else I can add to shivers? Unfortunately not. It's a shame. Okay. Well, for now,
It's you again.
let's
Are you
try to
looking
get
for a
this.
die?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect. This'll obviously end well.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
This dice maker stares at you while you start to fuss with your pants. It's part of a special technique I have.
And what technique is that?
She squints at you, a little astonished at what she's hearing. You still haven't gotten your zipper open. You know what? Forget it. It was a bad idea. Do up your pants. Okay, hear me out. Sometimes I get feelings.
Officer, this isn't how mature adults deal with their feelings.
Now you feel something. The cold damp of shame washing over you.
That's fair. No, not like that. I can feel the wind or, I don't know, air pressure, and then the air tells me things. This isn't going to be better.
The air pressure told you to take your pants off in my studio?
Maybe.
This is not going very well, is it? Word-wise.
Yes. I'm not explaining this very well.
Can you please employ this special technique somewhere else? I work here and my work requires concentration. Half-naked people don't help with that.
Fair enough. She turns away so you can zip your pants up again. Okay. So, where are we with the investigation? Report back to Plaisance about your findings. Damn. Alright. Let's go and bug Plaisance. Also, we never got our password. Now that I have some further information, is it possible I could guess the password?
Tiles on the cube are still... The speaker comes to life. Static...
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good.
Yeah, no luck.
Fortress, thank you.
Tiles on
Okay.
the cube are still smoldering.
Okay, well, what we can do is go over to the... What am I thinking of? The intercom and spend a volition point real quick. Because that sounds fun. I'm guessing it's just crossed wires to where the company happens to be now, but still, could be entertaining. Someone just sent me a video of a humpback saving seals and they're thrashing the orcas. Okay. Slightly intrigued there, Bathrobe. Okay, my morale is slightly low. Not terribly low, but slightly low. Right, I think the intercom requires a volition check.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all
Hey,
the
Ix.
companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Oh no, I love this. I love the text in this. It's amazing.
East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay, I
This
need
must be the name of the doomed
I need
commercial
volition.
area.
Okay. So let's put a point in volition. Level you up. Good. Now I am damaged. So if I put... There we go. My morale is even better. Now...
An old call box. East Delta Commerce Center.
Hey.
This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Okay. 72% chance.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and...
Been reading horror. Nice. I always like horror. Horror's kind of my fallback.
Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Right. Call her again. Press the doorbell to slipstream.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker.
Okay.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
It's the same voice you heard before. It's me again. I wanted to talk to you.
My God.
Continue.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Okay. Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself.
It's you.
Before you can finish your sentence, the voice continues speaking. It's you.
My gosh. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Right. Okay, so she really is recorded. Didn't you already say that the last time we talked?
Michelle, just please.
Even her breathing, the way her voice drops when she finishes the sentence, sounds exactly the same. Awesome.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Really is a prank.
Is this some kind of joke?
Doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Okay. Now tell me who's responsible for the joke, or is it over? Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different.
Right.
As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
Okay.
And then it hits you.
There you go. You're a recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder.
Awesome. Been reading Tales in Somber Tones. I'm glad you're enjoying that, Bathrobe. I put a lot of work into that. And honestly, matter of fact, I was just working on the website earlier today. Slight detour. And there we go. Don't know if I've posted this in the past or not, but there you go. That is the tour website for anything that we end up doing with that in the future. So that's a fun thing to have around. Plus, it has some good recordings and videos and stuff on it as well, and some great images from the tour. Right. Brain, tell me more.
Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Go ahead, ancient recording. Go ahead and cry.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words.
Okay.
This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep listening.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Interesting. Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head.
Brain?
Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
Okay. What's happening to me?
The strange and alien thought pattern ends. You're left staring at the electronic doorbell.
Okay, that was fascinating. Right.
Inexplicable feminist agenda.
There we go. We're now a feminist.
There is something you need to see, sir. We found the remnants of an ancient artifact lodged in your hypothalamus. It is a cylindrical object, piss-weathered and smelling of liquor. The paint is peeling off, but you can clearly make out the letters Revolutionary Feminist Agenda on the hull. It appears that some time ago, before you became a joke, you were an actual feminist.
Yeah.
Somehow, you've come to that conclusion. Perhaps you can work your way back.
Okay, so I could evolve into a revolutionary feminist agenda, but I would have to give up drugs to get there, so electrochemistry is not pleased. Okay. Still, very solid. I like it. Yes. That was a sentence. Yes, it was. Right. They said it was quiet in the courtyard. Is Kuno not out here? Kuno is out here, but he's being quiet. That's bizarre. Also, I still can't get up there. Right. Let's go talk to Plaisance. And then we'll go and actually do what I intended to do at the beginning of this playthrough today, 3 hours ago, and go interview the nice lady on the docks. See, I love this game because sidetracking is something that I do in every single game. It's not often that my sidetracking takes 3 fucking hours. And it's not even 3 hours that you mind spending. It's 3 hours that are interesting and story-driven. And you literally just went, well, I'll go and, you know, do this for a while. Mr. Evart is helping you find your gun. Oh no. Technically, he's helping me find mine as well, but it's not a good plan. Right, first off, what's this? Gift books, molten candy. Okay. Child, are you warmer now?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now.
Yay!
I'm busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
She's doing schoolwork. Look at that.
You just can't win.
Really can't.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
Okay, what is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
We got Dick Mullen's hat. Hell yeah. She gives you a hat almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. Awesome! Let's not, a detective hat.
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that.
Excellent.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Hold on, I have to put on the hat. Ah, yeah. Boom. God, we look like a tool. I love it. Right.